So, what happens when a Souls gamer, such as myself, plays a game like Devil May Cry? As of the first stream of this run, I had just finished watching the DMC anime and then very impulsively went directly to Steam and purchased all of the Devil May Cry games that I could find, I think. This video is the first of like 6 games, I think, and I will be playing all of them, believe you me. It just might take a while. After listening to a little bit of lore, I admired the graphics.
Smash. I mean, what? That's crazy.
Then I met Dante and watched him get stabbed in the chest, which happens a surprising amount of times, actually. Oh yeah, he also broke the laws of physics by shooting a motorcycle back using 2 handguns. I just love how realistic these kinds of games are. Absolutely phenomenal. After listening to some more lore, I finally get to play.
Oh, damn, he's got some mad hops.
I made it into the big hall and looked around for a long time before finally finding out where to go. Up the spiral staircase, I found my first enemy. I just didn't quite know yet. I jumped up through a hole and found a shiny, so you know I had to grab it.
Do I have to grab what's in your hand and then you're gonna come alive?
After picking it up, the 2 puppets woke up and I used my sword to destroy them. It probably would have helped me to look at the controls, but why would I make it easy? That's no fun at all. Since the shiny was a rusty key, I don't know why a rusty key was shiny, but I could use it to open the blue door in the first area. The door led to a room where I found out about these circle things that you have to hit for them to activate something, usually an elevator.
I just gotta smack it a bunch? Okay.
After taking the elevator down, I fought a bunch of puppets and then more spawned, so I beat them up as well. When they were finally all broken, I looked at the controls, finally, and look, there's a dodge. For whatever reason, in this game, you have to hold the right bumper to do basically anything good, and I have no idea why. When I returned back to the broken airplane room, I almost died to the puppets.
Oh!
But I beat them all, and when I interacted with the door,
This might take a minute to get used to. Oh, mission clear. Let's go.
now I just have like 23 left to go. I explored some more and found a sword that ended up in Dante's chest. Like I said, I have no idea why this keeps happening. This sword is called Allastor, and I love it. You'll see why in a little bit.
That was so unnecessary.
But before that, with rusty key in hand, I reached this room, area, place, thing.
What's this? Is this a gun? Shotgun? What are we playing, Doom?
Oh yeah, shotgun go boom. It completely lays the puppets on their ass with one close shot. Continuing on, I found a hidden trapdoor, and in the hole, I found a key. On my way out, Dante encounters his next enemy type, ghost things, I guess. Shotgun go boom. I gave the key to the statue, and that is the end of the mission.
Oh. Aha. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, this better not be. Ah!
Before starting the next mission, I purchased the Stinger level 1 upgrade, which in my opinion is OP. After crossing a bridge and reading a sign, I cross back but fall into a hole. In this underwater-ish area, there is another new enemy, skulls. So, shotgun. Then I got teleported back up to the top, and Dante gave this lava spider thing a one-liner that even Leon would be proud of.
What a big surprise. I hope for your sake you got something inside that big body of yours.
Resident Evil series to be done at a later time. I plan on doing them. It's gonna be dope. I had a lot of trouble with this boss for a lot of time because I just didn't understand the combat flow of this game, and I still don't get it. But after an embarrassing amount of deaths, this is where I found out how good the Stinger really is. I basically just walked around and waited for a combo to end and then attacked, backed away, and repeated until dead. Shotgun!
Aha! Oh, you're still alive. That's bull.
Well, I guess not dead yet. Then the game had the balls to tell me I could change the game to easy mode. Hell no. I like my pain piping hot and unfettered. Thank you very much. At the start of this mission, you get chased by the lava spider, and I just ran away and almost died. I explored for a long time before finding out that I could just enter the door right at the start of the chase sequence. In this area, there's a shadow dog thing, which I also had trouble with because I just have trouble with every boss and mini boss in this game. After dying here a whole bunch, I finally figured it out and make it to the room where I find this guy. Great. Another boss. So, as you could probably guess, I died a whole lot to this guy and then figured it out. Just wait for the combo to finish, then stinger, back up, and repeat until victory.
Hey, I did it.
After finally winning, the game makes me fight the dog. Again. Really? With the dog out of the way, I have a timer to get to a door, but I can just jump down a staircase for the easy first and probably only S rank.
Adding soul. Melancholy soul. Yes, please. That was the whole mission? Wait. I achieved an S rank. That was the whole thing? That's it? You just go around and...
Since I got S rank, the game gave me a bunch of shmoney and I got round trip, the ability that lets me throw my sword because that's cool. The next area was the sewer place where there was a bunch of bugs because of course there was. You know what works best on these bugs? Yeah. Shotgun go boom. At the end of the area, there is one of them ghost things with the skull head who I died to a bunch. Because of course I did. Then I figured out, just use stinger. No, I'm just kidding. All you have to do is jump and slam a couple times and that's it. I think I'm just overcomplicating these bosses and mini bosses, and that's why I'm dying so much. I will probably continue to overcomplicate them and die a whole bunch. After finally beating the mission, I get chased by the lava spider again, because of course I do. I use an elevator to get back up to the room where I first met the Black Knight and use a key, which ends the mission. Some of these missions are like so short, it just feels weird. The next area was a large open space. Huh. I wonder what this could be. What? It's the lava spider again? No way. Who could have seen this coming? Big surprise. It's exactly the same as the first encounter, but a little easier because there's more room to move and less pillars to get stuck on. After the boss fight, I found the grenade gun.
Grenade gun? I mean, don't mind if I yes.
Yeah, this is also pretty broken. Next, I escape the castle and make it to this parkour area, which I do first try. For sure. At the top was a pair of hot gloves. They were pretty cool, but my stabby is way better. When I left the area, this giant owl thing attacked me, and I basically just spammed the grenade gun for the win. Giving me unlimited ammo is just such a mistake. Before I can make it to the next area, there is this new enemy who I don't know too much about because I just kind of stood here and shot the puppets off screen for a couple minutes. Grenade launcher. For the next mission, I had to pick a direction to go, so I went right. And then after going right, I ended up in the same place as before, but with different enemies, so I went left. I came out in a big open area where there were 2 spiders, and they didn't stand a chance because I have a grenade gun and stinger. After killing the spiders, I went through a door and looked around till I found a brain-looking thing and brought it to a stand that had a chalice on it. When I picked up the chalice, the game made me fight the Black Knight, who didn't stand a chance because grenade gun stinger combo. After beating the Black Knight, I brought the chalice to a different stand, which opened a door. Through the door was the end of the mission, and before the start of the next mission, the game brought up underwater controls. There isn't really any underwater sections, thankfully, because they suck. After learning about underwater stuff, I walked through a hallway and into No Man's Wharf. Once I was on top of the ship, I interacted with the door with swords on it, and nothing happened, so I ran around looking for stuff and looking for the way to go. Then I gave up and went back to the door and interacted with it again, which initiated a boss fight. I have no idea what I did, but now I have to fight the owl. Again. After slicing, dicing, and blowing shit up, I won, and thankfully that is the last time I have to fight the owl thing. Yeah, that's the last time that I have to. You'll see later. The ship started sinking, and I had to swim out, which was really annoying because, as I didn't mention earlier, the swimming controls are inverted and there is no way to change it. Next, I ran through a bunch of traps and found another gun. It kinda sucked, and I never used it. I also found 2 spear things for progression, and they opened a door to a big arena, so boss fight. Yeah, so I kinda lied earlier that this is the last time that I have to fight the big chicken. He ended up as a sacrifice or something, and then I ran all the way back to the castle. Inside the castle is where I encountered a new enemy. I would talk about this new enemy board, but it dies to a couple of nades, so there's no real reason to talk about it. I looked around some more and finally made it back to the room where I fought the lava spider the first time. There was a puddle on the ground, and after interacting with it, I encountered another new enemy. Now, this enemy sucks, and I hate it more than any other ever. If you get gobbled up, you get taken to hell and have to fight one of the previous bosses. I didn't know how to fight it for forever, so I got eaten quite a few times. I did win in the end, and then Mario 64'd into a painting. After jumping into another painting, I encountered Ice Boys. The only reason I mention them is because when there's 2 of them, use fire. If there's just one, you can either uppercut them continuously or just nade stinger combo. I also smacked a couple of fireballs back at a skeleton dragon dinosaur thing. Then I had a quick conversation with the Black Knight, died, then nade stinger comboed his ass into oblivion. Unfortunately, there was a small swimming section that sucked, and then I had to swim some more and then fight another sledge thing. I continued on and went into a mirror where I found these things, which get bigger when you fight them. They sucked, but grenade gun. After using a fucking puddle to get to the Underworld, I ran through Mars and found out Lucy betrayed Dante. Then I had to fight another fucking sludge thing. This is where I found out how good the holy hand grenades are. Unfortunately, it's already near the end of the game. Next, I listened to some grade A voice acting and just ran around a bunch, and that was the mission. Finally, we have arrived at the end-ish. I watched a cutscene, and now I have to fight a boss. I died. Unfortunately, I have to fly for this mission, and flying is also inverted. I did find out that I have a whole bunch of items in my inventory because I just didn't use them. So I used the item that recovers devil trigger gauges and just spammed the devil trigger thing like 5 times. Now there is also a phase 2 because, well, of course there is. In phase 2, I have to fight him in lava, so I just spam some more devil trigger and other items until I win. Random bullshit go, I guess. With the big bad defeated, I have to escape Mars, which was easy. Then, when I get out, the castle starts crumbling and Dante gets dropped into the basement. The big bad is back again, but just spamming Stinger makes the game easy. I didn't even get hit. Lucy helps me out, and then we escape Resident Evil 4 style on an airplane. Somehow. And that is the end of Devil May Cry, the first one. I don't ever want to play this again, and I will be playing the rest of them, but I am taking a break to cool off because this game was pissing me off at the end. A lot. Anyway,